So. Time to share. Let's see if we get people in. There we go. Ah. I'm waiting until people are in until I start talking. Hi, Maddie. Wait, why did I get into go into story? Princess Madeline, I've been asking the question you put in the description for too many years now. Wait, what did I put? God, my brain is already... What did I put in the description? Yeah, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Hi, Maddie. Also, I don't know why I accidentally started. Wendy in the chat, we should invent a new day system, clearly. I agree. A day should have 48 hours and 2 nights. And you only have to work on one of those. I wanted to do free battle, right? Why did I go into story? I'll wait like for 10 minutes if more people join or so. Oh yeah, there's nothing unlocked because... Why is there nothing unlocked? Wait, did I do this wrong? Alone? Oh, my brain is melting. This is what I wanted to do. My brain is just melted. Anyway, it's time for me to reclaim my honor. This time I did not put the patch on. No, I'm playing Amity. It's time to claim my honor. We're doing the same settings as yesterday. Sorry, I've been on my feet all day. I think I might only do one script today. Because if I do any more, my brain might melt. Which would not be fun. And I guess I can just, like, do more tomorrow. Because tomorrow I actually can start earlier. See, the reason I'm only here now is because I did not realize that it was already the first, like, that it was already the start of Advent. And I hadn't made my Advent wreath yet. And I was like, oh no. But that's my tradition. I need to make one nerdy Advent wreath per year. If I do not, it will upset the balance of the universe. And happiness will cease to exist. So I spent as I went speedrun. I basically I went to the store. I got everything that I need, and I was like, okay, I am making Puyo Advent Wreath this year because that was what I had planned. I am doing this, and I speedrun the entire process. I just like yeah, paraffin. Here's the tissue paper. It's a whole situation. Lamrose hates me. God damn it. Hi, Alpha Dust. Lamrose hates me. God, why can't I defeat this man? Audio isn't working again. I hate it when Discord does this. Discord OBS does this. So, and now it's too loud. Yeah, that should do it. Yeah, that should do it. Sorry for the ear destruction. Yeah, I don't know. The settings are very weird lately. Why is he like this? Why is this man like this? I hate this man. I'm sorry, I'll try to hold back more next time. God damn you, Lamrose. I can't do this, dude. I promise, I feel it in my soul. Princess Madeline, I don't think it's personal, Nanny, that's what you say. Look, my honor rests on this. I get it. He's a boss type character. That doesn't mean I have to accept defeat. It means a lot of things, but it does not mean that. I'm not sure what it actually means though. My brain, I had a brain fart just now. This is brain warm up for the stream, you know? This is necessary. It's brain warm up. It's necessary for the stream. This is a Coke. Ringo's theme is like so pumping, you know? You're like, Ringo, why? Why is your theme like this? Let's do this. I am still alive. For now. No! No! I refuse! I refuse! Ah! Ringo is indeed great. I don't want this song for this. I know I set it to random, but that doesn't mean I want the literal most boring song in the entire game as my background. Why does it keep doing this? This game has so many songs and it uses this one. Okay, this is better. Here we go. Armando, in the chat, what was the song? Morning of Puyo Puyo? It was, the... Oh, come on! Why are you like this? It was, the theme for the lesson theme. I will beat Lamros and Sun. And if it... Yes! Also, hey, Armando. Princess Madeline, what? The next Puyo game is the option to select which song in the random shuffle. I have no idea what that means. All I noticed that this specific song right now just reminds me of the score mode in like the score modes in Puyo Puyo Tetris. There we go! I did it! I outsmarted him. Yeah. Wait, what? What just happened? Did he... I think Lambus is telling me to just get on with it and read the damn novel. He had mercy on you. Yeah, okay, I shall accept this. I shall accept this. That was our Puyo, like, warm-up for today. We are changing to the main, program. Oh my god. Why is the novel so quiet again? Okay. Let me check the configurations though. Maybe it has something to do with the configurations. Their sound. But I didn't change the sound. Wait, you can't change the character voices? You can mute individual characters. You can mute individual characters. Princess Madeline, it's audible. I'm turning this up a little because this is weird. Anyway, this should work. Bio and in the chat, Lambros wanted you to win this time. Like, yeah, clearly. Oh. Okay, now it's probably too loud. Okay, okay, I think that should do it. If it's... I don't understand what exactly is causing the issue, but now we should be able to hear the character voices.
ついのステラ
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 よう、ジュド。
ダメ口聞いちゃうダメ口聞いちゃう
Maybe it's a little loud even now. There. Probably better. Yeah, that should fix it up. So I'm just gonna put up my the script file for today. We'll only do one script today and we'll do 2 tomorrow because reasons. Because I was stuck in arts and craft hell for hours. Because for some reason I managed to not realize that it was already, tomorrow is already the first Advent Sunday, and because I didn't think of it that way, because there's like 1, 2, there's 1, 2, 3, wait, no, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks until Christmas. There's 5 weeks until Christmas, and usually I expect the first Advent Sunday to be like 4 weeks before Christmas. But no!
Christmas, just 5 weeks away.
We're running on clown time. We're running on clown time here, so I was like, okay, I need to make my Advent wreath, because nerdy Advent wreaths are like my brand. I need to make this before, and I didn't finish the whole thing, but like I started it. I put like screenshots of my work in progress on Twitter, and I'll finish it tomorrow. I'm proud of how it looks so far. But yeah, anyway, let me just grab the script file for today. So again, we are on number 7. They look cute, says Maddie. Thank you. So we're on number 7. Fragment 7. We read script 7.4 yesterday, so today it should be 7.5, I think. Yeah, 7.5. And 7.5 isn't that long, so we shouldn't be going too long. And tomorrow we'll just do the remaining 2 scripts. Shouldn't be too hard. Let's do this. Wait, but I started from the beginning! Like an idiot. Wait, no. I saw start and it spoke to me. And so I pressed start. No, we're loading. Yeah, this is where we are. We're not starting the entire story over again. We are not, in fact, insane. Oh yeah, this is where he says, I'm gonna punch the old man in the face with all of my misery. Let's move on. Oh, that's... More of them! When we arrived at the next station, there were already 3 of the same model of war machine as the one we encountered before, standing at the platform there in standby mode. Hi, Novastar! You know what? I said we would do this, so... one of them gets it. One of them gets one. There. Randy in the chat, we got the war machines here, but the music is one of the calm moments. Yeah, because remember that he turned off the higher level, like the higher strata IDs that they had. The data that the unit from before had obtained on us should have been transmitted wirelessly to these other ones. However, I had thought of a plan to lure these things into an anti-machine landmine. Oh! It will take some time to prepare. And to find a spot to execute my plan that would be perfect to literally execute these things. Princess Madeline, just make sure you don't hit Philia again, shoot! Finally, at last, I purposefully let them take note of our presence. They did not attack us. Nothing about that changed, even when we stood directly in front of them. The three machines just stared at us. Its sensor lights blinking in front of us. Oh, its sensor lights flickering on and off as if they were blinking at us. Their sensor lights. Hi, Amethyst! They briefly followed our movements and followed and traced our movements for a brief while. It didn't seem like they were about to attack us. Or if they were about to get moving themselves. They didn't attack us at all! Oh, I should remove the flower crown. You know what? Here. Baby. Anyway.
中層居住者の ID は攻撃対象外だったんだな。だが気は抜くなよ。
It seems that the attack order they received does not cover the IDs of citizens of the middle strata. Still, you shouldn't let your guard down. Oh yeah, I should probably explain. I got some feedback on yesterday's stream, and it does appear that I got a point wrong. I apparently mistranslated a point where it said that the unrest started in the upper strata as political struggles in the upper strata. So basically, like, it all started in the upper strata. Hi, Salted Eggs!
Okay.
それしまったらどうだ
Alright, so how about we put an end to this now? Philia had her fist curled around her little ray gun, probably because she was anxious. She was fortunately starting to really depend on this sort of firearm. I was glad that I decided to give it to her. Oh, he said it wasn't to make her used to guns, but now he clearly is happy about that. Yeah, okay. Randy in the chat, wait, so you mean it wasn't about the lower stratas rebelling against the top? Or was the point just that the conflict was fought in the upper strata? It started in the upper strata. It started in the upper strata as political, political unrest in the upper strata, but it spread down to the lower strata. It spread down. Then after that we passed through several stations without any further incidents. After restoring an elevator, we were able to use it to get up to the 75th floor. Up until now, we had been traveling through railway tunnels. Or maintenance tunnels, and nothing else but this. This was our first time actually going out into the actual city portion of the upper strata. Thanks, Randy. New music. Then, finally, for what seemed like a very long time, we were welcomed by the sun. The first thing that welcomed us, not the sun, the first thing that welcomed us when we stepped outside was the blue sky. Up in the highest strata, there was a gigantic botanical garden, which had nothing. Wait. There was a gigantic area dedicated to botanical garden, stretching out in all directions. Greenery so thick that you could have thought that it was a jungle. Was occasionally sprinkled with a building or two that were buried within it. As one would have expected, only here, in the uppermost strata, one could bathe in the rays of the true, real sun. The fact that the greenery here hadn't overgrown by now was proof of the fact that this area too was still under management at this point. But I couldn't sense any people around.
ここも生き残りはいないようだな。
It seems there's no survivors here either.
すごい場所に住んでいてもみんな死んじゃうんだね。
They lived in such an amazing place, and yet they all died.
すごい場所に住んでるからってすごい人間ってわけじゃないからな。
That's because people who live in amazing places don't always are necessarily amazing people themselves. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. What are you saying? I'm making a statement here? No, I just wrote something on the screen. That is not connected to anything. This is not a statement. That is just text on the screen. Where did that come from? I don't know. Oh, let's put it away. Princess Madeline, he doesn't count. He hasn't done anything. That is the point. That is the point. I mean, what point? What point? That there was nothing there. There was nothing there. Amethyst in the chat. I've acquired empanadas and the largest Splatoon 3 locker. I don't know what empanadas are, but I'm glad you are living the locker life. Anyway. Ah, this thing, why does it keep coming back? Randy, please. Randy, please. Thanks, Randy.
閉鎖空間で長く生きると人はおかしくなるらしい。
Oh. Living in a closed off space for a very long time makes people a little kooky up in the head. Oh. It seems that living in a closed off space for a long time makes people go a little kooky up in the head. I'm not even disagreeing with you there.
俺みたいな根なし草には到底無理な暮らしだな。
A constant traveler such as me could never possibly live under these conditions. He's opening up a little bit. Bio and Stump, the critique. I wouldn't disagree though. I wouldn't either. But basically, what Shoot is saying that the people is partially that the people died. The people died of two things: capitalism and cabin fever. These people died of capitalism and cabin fever. Great. You're fine, Bio and Storm. We took the shortest possible path out of the botanical garden. We would take one last elevator up to the uppermost level of the city, to the viewing platform on the upper, to the observation deck on the uppermost level on the very uppermost level of the city. Up there where a gigantic safety fence surrounded everything, like the bars of a prison, of a gigantic prison. There was nothing but a single fixed telescope and a tiny hut.
ここからだと都市が全部見渡せるね。ちょっと足すくむけど。
You can see the entire city from up here. It's kind of scary almost.
ああ、ひどいもんだな。
Yeah, terrifying even.
ひどい？
Huh? Terrifying? Ecological cities were conceptualized in order to maintain the activity of humanity and maintain a space for a civilization within a closed area. It was created in a time when the places where humans were able to live had grown sparse. And people came up with this technology in order to help themselves. This place must have been very compact in its beginnings. But then they expanded. And the urban area proliferated. But for what? Only for one reason, so the people who governed over it could live in prosperity. They made it so that the only ones who would have to live according to the initial concept would be those that lived in the lower strata, and closed them off into their tiny, cramped space. And that's why the top of this place is this way. It's a place where space and resources were being wasted in extravagance. like where these people had created a paradise of security for themselves. Until the insurrection.
さて、あの小屋が駅だ。行くぞ。手配した最後の便が待ってるはずだ。
Alright, the station is inside that little hut. Let's go. I've arranged one last train for us to ride on. It's waiting for us. Oh hey, it's that. Oh hey, it's the it's the illustration from the opening. That's one illustration from the opening. Remember? I remember. Wow, the view from here is awesome. I think I like this one the best so far. Amethyst Leslie, oh hey, it shoots on screen. Yes, and his face is properly proportioned. Princess Madeline, no I don't, because I wasn't here at the beginning. Should we watch the opening again? I mean, should we watch the opening again? Honestly though, this is a nice illustration. It turned out that the station that was hidden in the hut was meant for cable cars. They were vehicles that hung from two heavy iron cables mid-air, suspended from two heavy iron cables suspended in mid-air, transporting people that way, or people or things that way. I actually know cable cars because they're pretty common here in Austria, because we, especially for like tourist destinations and like skiing stuff, because we have so many tourist destinations up in the mountains where you can't reach by car. And Mrs. Leslie, also I'm actually disappointed that Jude looks like a pretty boy. Princess Madeline, cute small. It has Philia being cute, so I must agree. Bio and Stump, do I even need to say anything about this? Anyway, cable cars are fun. Looks like our destination is in that mountain on that mountain over there. Philia gazed out upon the world beneath us through the window.
そうだ。高原が見えるか。リゾート地だそうだが、そこから旅の続きだ。
Exactly. Can you see that high plateau over there? It appears that there's a resort there. This is where our journey shall continue to. We'll finally be on the surface again.
結果的にだが、大幅な近道ができた。地上からあそこに出るのは骨が折れたろうな。
Yes, we ended up taking quite the detour. I almost can't believe how difficult it was to. Oh yeah, okay, I get it. Wait, do I get it? Let me see. Oh, okay, I need to be careful with the translation here anyway, because there's a pun here. Hang on. Yes, we ended up taking quite the detour. I can't believe what we had to go through in order to get through this place.
私は実際折ったけど
I even broke a leg.
支払った代価には見合うリターンだったと思うぞ。
You reap what you sow. It's as they say. You reap what you sow. I was laughing, and Philia got a little sulky.
昔の人もこれで逃げたのかな
I wonder if the people long ago tried to escape this way too.
逃げられた者もいるかもな。いたとしても少なかろうが。
I wonder if there was anybody who even had the chance to try to flee this way. If there were, there wouldn't have been many of them.
逃げた後どうしたんだろう
I wonder what they did after fleeing.
どうもできなかったろうな。リゾート地にシェルターくらい用意してあったかもしれんが。
I don't think they would have been able to do much. Maybe there was some sort of shelter set up for them in the resort area.
まあ、どのみち反乱軍が追ってきたら終わりだ。
Then again, no matter which way they escaped, the rebels would have chased them down, and that would have been their end.
全滅したろうな。
They would have been annihilated.
少しでも逃げられた人がいるといいな
I hope at least a few people managed to escape. Philia's philanthropism is here again. And Mrs. Leslie, cable cars are used in... Oh wait, there's more. Princess Madeline, I've been on a cable car before, it was a very long time ago. Amethyst Leslie, cable cars are used in one place in my city. It's to get from Manhattan to Roosevelt Island. Some tourists go there just to use the cable car. Oh dear. Princess Madeline, shoot, not the time. I say that like there's ever a time. I don't think that the people who lived in this, who had spent their lives in this city, would have been able to survive under the harsh conditions of the reality down in the surface world. But I decided to not tell her that. Yeah, I could only think about the fact that even if there had been a group of people who managed to survive the whole ordeal, that would only have brought its own issues with it. We are very deep in the danger zone here. I wouldn't want to run into completely uncivilized groups of people out here in this out here. I wouldn't want to run and have contact with completely uncivilized groups of people out here. whoever that happens to would definitely not have a good time.
都市ではお宝見つからなかったね。
We didn't find any treasures in the city.
下手な探索はリスクが高いんでな。それに目に見えない収穫ならいくつもあった。それで十分だ。
We were only able to we were... リスクと高いんだな。That is a risk of unprepared investigation and exploration. That is a risk of unprepared exploration. Even so, I believe we were able to get a lot of valuable things that you can't see with the naked eye. I think that should be enough for us.
あの人たち最後どうなっちゃうの？
きっとうまくやるさ。
Oh, I wonder how the people down there will end up doing in the long run. I think they'll do just fine. You mowed down half the clan, dude! I hope so. God, she's so pure. She's so pure. My response was meant to be cynical, and yet I got this sort of reaction to it. My face froze up halfway through my laughter. Princess Madeline, they'll be fine. Princess Madeline, Philia is pure, and that's good, I agree. She truly was a perfect replica of the most ingenuine of girls. Like, you know, the trope of the ingenuine, like the purest, the most purest and virtuous of girls, you know? As the cable car approached the resort area, I received more and more information and was able to make a clear picture of what we were approaching. Amethyst Leslie, if I remember correctly, it's pronounced Ongenu. Ongenu? Ongenu. I am very bad at French. Ongenu. I am bad at French, but you know what I mean. That's that's what I mean exactly. Princess Madeline, French is such a fake language. 私はどうせ Did I even use the right word there? Okay, that's not the correct term. Never mind! Never mind, I just realized I was mashing together two kanji that are not usually mashed together that way. Let me try again. 私が賛成 Yeah, that is the correct word. I was trying to say I agree, but I somehow ended up mashing together doi and sansei into dose, which is hilarious because dose can also mean gay. Does asexual count as gay is the question now. I don't know how I ended up like mashing two words together like this. My brain is freezing. Princess Madeline, I am that too. It does. Okay, that's fair then. But yeah, my brain mashed together doi and sanse into dose. I was actually trying to make a point about how I speak other languages, and I did it by mangling the language. Why am I like this? Oh. Oh, okay. The place laid in complete waste. The buildings and other facilities that used to be there had all crumbled away over the ages. And nature had reclaimed the area. It didn't seem as if there were any people there.
しかし、随分呪い乗り物だな。
I have to say that this vessel is pretty slow. We had already been on this thing for quite a while, and we still weren't even halfway there. Was it this slow for security reasons? As if.
でも楽しいよ。
I think it's fun though. Philia stuck to the window, enjoying the view underneath. Princess Madeline, cable cars are super slow for your safety, dude. Yeah, absolutely. Apparently she really enjoyed high up places.
腹ごなししておくか。
Maybe I should do some stretching exercises while we're at it. Oh. Being in a safe place like this had released some attention on me, which made me realize that I was actually a little hungry. Hang on, then. Yeah, but he does say stretching exercises. Oh, whatever. Okay, no, he means... Why does my dictionary translates this as stretching exercises, but apparently it's supposed to mean snack. Interesting. Princess Madeline, this is nice music, by the way. I'm pretty sure that this is Philia's theme. But it usually plays when she's doing stuff. Anyway, he's having a snack now. I pulled the only food I was able to procure in the city out of my pocket. Oh no! Oh, these things! These things! I remember these things! You can buy them! Like, especially especially like in like convenience stores aimed at students, or like especially when there's people who are very busy. In Japan, they are everywhere. They are being like marketed as like a meal in your pocket with like exact calorie measurements. They taste like absolutely nothing, and I don't know why anybody would do that to themselves. I tried it once because I was curious. These things. That snack doesn't look... Well, he calls them emergency rations, but I mean... Wait, let me see if I can find the one that were sold in Japan, because those were not sold as emergency rations there. The ones there were sold as student food. Oh god, where's the one that I can't remember what it was called, but the moment I see it again, I will recognize it, because this thing was everywhere. They were following me. There they are! I found them. They're called Calorie Mate. Yeah, it's definitely the... I'm putting them in the chat. Here. They look the same. This is those things. Let me see if Wikipedia says us anything about where these things come from, because maybe they actually started as emergency rations. Princess Madeline, you know, I was thinking the term Calorie Mate, but I wasn't sure. Wikipedia. Calorie Mate is a brand of nutritional energy bar and energy gel foods produced by Otsuka Pharmaceutical Company in Japan. It was first released in 1983, debuting with a cheese-flavored block. Calorie Mate comes in several forms, including block, jelly, and can. I have only seen block. Apparently it appears in a lot of anime. Interesting. And of course in Metal Gear, because it wouldn't. Because why wouldn't it? I refuse to believe that this is a coincidence. Because this is clearly... This looks like Calorie Mate! It just looks like Calorie Mate! I'm sorry! This is not a coincidence. But they don't taste of anything! Princess Madeline, I heard of them from Metal Gear Solid. That's what I assume. Yes. Anyway, why am I on the website of this thing now? Yeah, I'm going off there. But yeah. Amethyst Dusty, according to this one site, they typically have 5 flavors. Yes, and the flavors are cardboard, slightly less cardboard, still cardboard, even more cardboard. Cool in the chat, the same reason people eat the diet food that's tolerable at best. They're busy or just trying to get away with making eating unenjoyable. Amethyst Leslie, cheese, fruit, chocolate, maple, and vanilla. No, it's cardboard. Anyway, let me actually continue reading the thing. When I tore open the the little bag labeled, the little vacuum bag labeled as emergency rescue biscuits, six units, 300 calories a piece. This is calories, yes? That should be calories. It's... Wait, what is kcal? Actually, I already got a unit wrong last time. I shouldn't get you. Okay, kilocalories. Not just calories, but kilocalories. Okay. When I tore open the little vacuum bag labeled emergency rations, 300 kilocalorie a piece, 6 pieces. The contents turned out to be little biscuits in the shape of soap bars. Yes, indeed. That is what calorie. That's the best description of calorie mate I've ever heard. Soap bars. What have you guys been talking about? Princess Madeline, that sounds like military rations. Sounds like Jude would like about. Wendy, sounds like what Jude would like about them. That's true. Amethyst Leslie, they don't look like Paimon to me. Yeah, look, I don't play Genshin Impact, and even I understand this joke. Amethyst Leslie, they used to have vegetable, potato, and play flavors. Maybe you've had one of those. I'm pretty sure I had one of the chocolate ones. And it tasted like cardboard. Huh? What's going on with those?
列車が落としていったのを拾っておいた。ID 管理もされていなかったから、取っても咎められなかった。食うか？
Oh! They were lying around in one of the trains, so I just picked them up. There wasn't any sort of ID administration on them. So there was no trouble with stealing them. Do you want one? I do! Princess Madeline Philly is not gonna like eating these things. I do think so, too, but... Mrs. Leslie, alrighty then. Cause this side loves the cheat and fruit flavors. What I find interesting is that the word Philly, Philia just, used the same word for eating that Jude used. And, in Japanese, there's, 2 words for eating. There's ku and taberu. And taberu is, softer, while ku is, ku gives the impression that you're gonna shovel it into your mouth, and just wolf it down like an animal. That's how ku makes it sound, even though it also means eating. So when Jude asked Kuka, she answered ku. So it's like, gimme. Basically, it came across like gimme. Philia came over to me and sat down next to me. Maybe high places made her hungry. Oh wait, no, I got it wrong. Okay, let me just check. Okay, I said it wrong. Looks like if there's one thing she likes more than high places, it's eating. No toxic substances detected. Just one of them has 3,000 kilocalories? That's very convenient.
都市で生産されてた食料、どんな味なのかな?
I wonder what food that was created in the city tastes like.
経験上、こういうのはケミカルな味付けが多かった。さて。
From my experience, these things are full of artificial flavors. Now, let's try. Philia and I shared a piece. and then put it in her mouth at the same time, and then nibbled on it, started nibbling on it at the same time. Then, at the exact same time, our expression changed to the exact same expression.
味がしない。
It tastes like cardboard. I said it! Princess Madeline, they're bonding. They're bonding over calorie mate. They're bonding over calorie mate. When Amethyst does the vindication. Princess Madeline, she actually says, well, literally she says, it tastes of nothing. But that's what we mean when we say it tastes of cardboard. Princess Randy in the chat, they're bonding over cardboard. Yeah, it does. This really was strange. My tongue couldn't detect the least bit of nutritional value within these things. I am so, this is just, I think the writer had the same problem with calorie mate as me. Did this thing really have 300 kilocalories in it?
こいつには本来入っているべき糖質が抜かれている気がする。
I feel like there's some sort of flavor content in there that has evaporated over time. No! No, it was always like that, dude! It was always like that! Yeah, actually I think that bite just now had a little bit of sweetness to it. They're literally just describing calorie mate! They're literally just describing calorie mate, I love it! Princess Madeline, that said, if they're actually as healthy as advertised, which I doubt, I would probably eat them. Fair. What is it? What? Oh wait, not what is it, but what did you say? Oh, she was right. The more I kept eating, the more vaguely similar it became to tasting like the biscuits I was used to eating. It's literally just a calorie mate experience. My only explanation for this is that they didn't have enough ingredients to make better ones. Or maybe that this was a bad batch. No, dude! They're just like that! They are just like that! Flamora Prism, they're coping. It's copium. I know! Oh dear.
ひどいもんだ。こんなものばかり食ってたら味覚が退化しちまうぞ。
Well, that is awful. I'd imagine if you had nothing but this to eat for a long time, your taste buds would end up atrophying. But the people down there are still living on stuff like that, right?
校の真似事くらいやってる可能性はあるが。
Well, there is a chance that they have some extremely rudimentary form of agriculture down there.
まあでも、こいつが主食なんじゃないか。
But then again, yeah, you're probably right. This is probably their main source of nutrition. Oh my god! It's an entire tribe living on calorie mate! And nothing but calorie mate! Plamora Prison Nanny renamed the stream to Robot Girl Discovers Calorie Mate. Princess Madeline, no, that will be the next stream. Yeah, I agree. Let's do it like this. Rabbit is Leslie a fate worse than death. Princess Madeline desperately trying to convince themselves that maybe the people of the city didn't need garbage. Ready to chat for the terrifying fate?
厳しい。
They got it tough.
美味しいって感じることも生きる上では大切なことなんじゃないかな。
I think having something good to eat every now and then is important for living too. Right? Huh?
何か間違ったこと言った？
Did I say something wrong?
いや、合ってる。
No, you're right. And I was very shocked to realize that she was right. Before I knew it, I almost wanted to laugh. But if I started laughing now, she would probably feel insulted.
いずれにせよ、連中には苦難の時代だな。
In any case, we do know that right now these people are in a period of hardship. I reckon that these things actually didn't even have 300 calories. 300 calories. And not kilocalories, just calories. Actually, at very most, they didn't even have 100. And Mrs. Leslie, did she blab? I think she blab. If they really had to rely on these things to survive, I could only imagine that they would soon go extinct. Calorie Mate is the downfall of human civilization! What the... The writer clearly made some experiences. Well, isolated tragedies such as these were an everyday thing on this planet, though.
一応取っておくか。
maybe we should set these aside in reserve for now.
私はもういいやそれ。
Yeah, I don't think I wanna eat anymore either. Princess Madeline, the translator's not so hot on that either. And Mrs. Dazzler, this just in, the writer is just not a fan of Calorie Mate. I want to make friends with this person now. After a long while later, the cable car finally arrived halfway up the mountain. Everything is exactly as per my predictions. Everything was exactly as per my predictions. The cable car stop that served as the entrance to what used to be a wellness resort, a spa resort. A spa resort had fallen into ruins. There was no trace of any human settlement here. The ground was littered with alcohol bottles. I wondered if the refugees had left this behind. Philia tried to pull one out of the ground, but she couldn't do it. But it didn't come out. It was firmly lodged in the earth. That was how long ago this must have happened. We decided to spend the night at the cable car station. I decided that we would be descending down the mountain early in the morning. The next morning, Philia was already up when I opened my eyes. Gazing upon the full portrait of the city behind us with curious eyes. I had to take care of some business, and when I came back, she was still there, still exactly the same. Still having her back turned to me and overlooking the same Oh, because she was still in the same position when I returned. I tried looking down onto what she was seeing, myself from behind her. Looking on at it from far like this, it seemed like a grand and magnificent thing. But it seemed that what was bothering Philia was something else entirely.
ジュード、なんか壊れてる。
Jude, I think something is broken. Philia, where Philia was pointing with her finger, I could see an entire area of the city that had been completely destroyed. And that the signs of the destruction were rather strange. It almost looked as if something had crashed down upon it from above. I scanned my personal history if I couldn't find a file of an image of that same place somewhere. Oh. Soon I understood that this destruction hadn't existed yet yesterday. An entire section of the city that had been unharmed until yesterday had been completely crushed today. But there wasn't any more information I could gather on it from this distance. Princess Madeline, kaiju attack? Oh, shoot. I was thinking that too just now, yeah, I'm...
どうしてあんな壊れ方するんだろう。
I wonder why it looks like this.
考えられるとすればシンギュラリティマシンだ。
Oh. The only reason I can think of right now is that this was done by a singularity machine.
あの透明な機械？
You mean that invisible machine?
あれよりかなり大型の個体だ。
No, this must have been a much larger unit than the one we saw.
こんなところで何してるんだろう。
What was it doing here?
さあな、あれらは天才みたいなもんだ。
Oh, who knows? These things are like natural disasters.
接近したなら離れる。それだけだ。
When they get closer to you, you need to get away. That's all you need to remember.
出発だ。朝食は歩きながら。
We're leaving. We'll have breakfast on the way.
はーい。
Okay. Okay, so, this is already the end of the script. So I'm gonna run a poll now if we should keep going or if we should stop. Because we've only been going for like 1 hour and 20 minutes. Bio and Storm, I can't describe how watching these streams feels like. It's a mix of I don't know what's happening and I love the randomness. I hope I'm capable of conveying the story somewhat at least. Oh, it's the chapter break. It's the chapter break. I am not. Hey, this is interesting because the chapter title in English is I am not, but in Japanese it's hite, which means denial. Denial. So in Japanese the title is Denial, but in English it's I Am Not. This is interesting. By one storm, everything would be better if I had actually watched since the beginning. Interesting. Randy in the chat, you described your mind as melting before, so let it weigh on the side of what you feel like you can take. That's fair. If Maddie in the chat, if we keep going and have to leave for dinner at some point. I'm so surprised that only one person has voted for stop so far, honestly. I usually expect you people to like immediately be like, you must stop now for your safety. Mrs. Dudley, maybe you could take a break. I don't know if taking a break at midnight makes much sense. We'll keep going for a little bit longer, and the moment I get really tired, I will stop. Because we've got... a lot of people want me to keep going, so let's keep going. Princess Madeline, I'm gonna guess the chapter is referring to Jude. I wonder about that, because the way it's talked, like the way it has like denial translated as I am not, makes me think of like the concept of self-awareness, the concept of the ego, which is probably something that is more related to philia. So let's see about that. Anyway, you guys decided to keep going, so let's keep going for a little longer. For a little longer. The ocean is ahead of you, right?
ああ、そのうち海岸に出るな。
Yes, we should arrive at the beach side soon. Or rather the coast side soon. Well, both works. Princess Madeline, I'm not getting attached. I'm not getting attached. I scream as I shrink it down and turn into a corn cob.
Jude は見たことある？
Jude, have you seen the ocean before?
あるぞ。何度もな。
Yes, I have. Many times.
海ってどんなだった？
And how is it? What's the ocean like?
どんなって言われてもな。でかい水たまりとしか。海の魚はうまい。
I don't know how to answer that question. It's a big, huge place full of water. The fish taste good, though.
初めて見た時でも？
Did you feel that way when you saw it the first time, too?
初めて。
The first time? Oh! Flashback! I couldn't really remember. Oh, no! I couldn't really remember. It was strange. I was raised raised in the inland, so seeing the great deep in front of me with my own eyes for the first time should have left a great impression on me, right? But even so, I couldn't remember anything about that time. Princess Madeline, to be fair, I don't remember my first time at the ocean either. Mostly because I think I was like 2. That's very fair. The flow of time must have washed my... The tides of time must have washed my memories away. He gets so poetic sometimes. Or maybe I just didn't have any important memories about that moment. Amethyst Dusty, I certainly don't remember either. I probably was very moved. I knew it! Oh, Philia, baby.
楽しみ。
I'm so psyched to see it. She suddenly raised both of her arms up in the air and started laughing and smiling all across her face. Princess Madeline, I remember when I walked into a live jellyfish once, though. That sucked. Beautiful. What are you looking forward to?
海を見て感動する練習
I'm looking forward to seeing the ocean, so I can practice being really moved. She did the entire movement all over again. She really was a child. It was almost scary how real this child in front of me was. There is a term known as the uncanny valley. Oh! I think you all know where this is going. I think you know where this is going. Uncanny valley. Princess Madeline. Oh boy, here we go. Randy. Oh, here we go. I know that one. Yeah. Did you know that the uncanny valley has been debunked? Mrs. Leslie, we talked about this one in one of the earlier streams, didn't we? We did. But did you know that the uncanny valley, at least in some regards, has been debunked? That said, I don't think that Jude would know that. Yeah, there's like criticism of the idea. I could talk about it, but basically the debunk is that it isn't actually true that the more similar something to reality or to real humans is, but not quite there, the creepier it becomes. It is more that we are very good at discerning things that are off when they are on an actual person. That's it, basically. Well, basically, I saw a whole video about it, but basically, the uncanny valley has been taken for granted as like something that is real, but it doesn't really apply in that way. It's not reality that creeps us out. It's when reality is like deliberately or noticeably distorted. Like for example, if you look at like Hatsune Miku concerts, her emotions are very realistic, and she's realistically proportioned. So shouldn't she fall into the uncanny valley because she's still an anime girl? Well, she doesn't though. Because it's not, her emotions aren't distorted. It's not uncanny because it's not tapping into something that makes us feel alarmed. It's not tapping us off as this is wrong. Amethyst Leslie, I've rarely felt a sense of uncanny valley in a creepy sense. I just know a robot face is fake when I see one. Yeah. Princess Madeline, she doesn't because Hatsune Miku is perfect. I mean, fair. Anyway, let's continue. I don't remember the exact debunk anymore, but it was something like that. Anyway, let's continue. I should probably bring this up tomorrow during the analysis, though. Because him blaming his feelings about Philia on like an old wife's tale, like the uncanny valley like this, is just yet again part of how he doesn't like being questioned by the fact that she exists. Amethyst Leslie, I did see a fan art of T on Pixiv that did I did feel was off when looking at his face. It was weird. That can easily be. It doesn't mean it has to have been because of the Uncanny Valley. Anyway, let's continue. It's a very old expression that has existed for a long time. It's one of these ancient terms that have carried on into a modern language. Let us assume that development of let us assume that development of robots that originally did not seem humanoid at all progressed further and further until they became more and more similar to humans. In the beginning, there were robots that looked like huge drum barrels. There were robots that looked like huge drum barrels. But then, they put arms and legs on these drum barrels. And then they put a head on them. Then they put a nose on them. And then they put eyes on them. More and more, the robots that people were building started to look like humans. Started to be endowed with the characteristics of a human. And as this happened, people at first liked how they looked. These tasteless and odorless, it's like these bland, it's more bland. These bland robots were being showered with the affections of humans whose favors and kindness they had won. They were being adored as mascots. Despite their form. But then they added a waistline to their bodies. They gave the surface the skin of flesh. The color of skin. They made their faces look more realistic. Bit for bit, they more and more become an imitation of a real human. And once they crossed one certain fixed point, rather than people's affections for them growing even further, instead, they started to feel unsettled by them. This certain point is exactly there, where you notice that something has grown close to being human without actually being human. There is, when you map out the resemblance to a human and how likable the robot is on a graph, you eventually arrive at a valley. You eventually have to draw a valley. And because certain types of creations live in this valley, are like located in this valley, that is what we call the uncanny valley. Robots that look too much like humans are creepy. If that is true, then it would probably be a lot more likable if you just put a ribbon on a blend. If that is true, then it would probably be still more likable to put a ribbon on a bland and box-shaped robot than to try and imitate a human. Princess Madeline says you, I agree. But there is one way to overcome the uncanny valley. The only way to overcome it is to make it so that all motions, the way it looks and the way it speaks and acts, is exactly the same and indistinguishable from a real human. Hatsune Miku disagrees with you. The moment you manage to make them a complete replication of real humans is the moment when they start being loved again. And those are the AE type androids. A type of machine that is as close as to human as no other. That is what Philia is. She has overcome the uncanny valley. I don't know, I think... Mrs. Destiny, I mean, she's not a robot girl, if I remember right. You mean Hatsune Miku? I don't know. Have you seen those indicator lights on her sleeves? Princess Madeline, this segment would probably be more interesting if we talked about the Turing test, in my opinion. Didn't he bring up the Turing test, like, way earlier in the story? I'm pretty sure he brought up the Turing test way earlier in the story. Randy in the chat, it might work like that for some. I mean, I find Hatsune Miku kind of creepy when she's not drawn in 2D. Oh no! Rip Project Diva. In every single possible department, Philia is just adorable. He says like adorable in the literal way. Like, capable of being adored. And yet, sometimes I still felt a shiver go down my spine when I looked at Philia. Yeah, I know. We know. She was a manufactured product. She was created intentionally by human hands. And everything about why she was created was a secret. Was a mystery. She was a machine that had been given the desire and the goal to become human. She was given the ability to blend into human society. With this ability alone, she could have been an intelligence gathering device, or infiltrated any place her this creator wanted to, as they pleased. However, none of Philia's specifications were capable of fulfilling such tasks. She couldn't shoot a gun. She had no idea how to deal with explosives. There were so many things she didn't understand, and she wasn't even able to receive inputs or give outputs through a network. Of course, if she really wanted to, she would probably be able to teach her all these things in diligent study, but Princess Madeline, endearing? Yeah, I think endearing is a good word for what I was trying to say earlier. But one could tell immediately that Philia was simply not meant for these sorts of tasks. She wasn't talented in them. What would happen if you tried to integrate her in any sort of community project? I wondered if I would never have a chance to test this scenario for myself. Okay, he didn't mean community project, he just meant community. Well, I assumed that the class situation would happen, honestly. Poor guy. We descended from the plateau area of the mountain into a saddle between them. between the mountains. And arrived at a place that seemed to be a saddle between the mountains. Okay. The path down should be here. What's that here? It's pretty cold here.
今更気づいたのか。極寒とは言わんが相当寒いぞ。
You only realize that now? I wouldn't call this an extreme cold. But yes, it is pretty cooled up here.
人間になるなら寒がる練習もしとけ。
If you want to be human, you need to learn to get cold quicker.
寒がる練習
I need to learn to get cold quicker?
震えればいいのかな。ブルブルブルブル。
Would it help if I just trembled like I'm really cold? Like,
寒くて不調になりそうなら早めに言えよ。
If the cold is starting to interfere with your condition, tell me right away.
大丈夫そう。寒い気はするけど、内側からポカポカあったかいし。
I'm fine. I think I'm fine. I do feel a little cold, but inside me it's so warm that it's really warm.
熱調整機能があるんだな。アンドロイドはそうでなくちゃな。
You have a self-heating function. Well, I assume that is standard issue for an android.
嬉しくない。
That doesn't make me happy.
俺はアンドロイドが高性能だと嬉しいが、見解の相違だな。 Okay, agree to disagree. I personally am happy to see any sort of high-level android functions on you. Princess Madeline, some people don't get that cold easily though. I don't think that's necessarily weird. Fair. 防寒装備が必要なら言え。
If you need additional equipment to protect yourself from the cold, just tell me.
お父さん。
Sure, Dad! She called him Dad! Oh no! Oh no! I was just asleep, damn girl.
俺はお前の父親じゃない。
I am not your father! Felia seemed a little surprised. She froze up where she stood and looked at me.
知ってる。
I know that. Ever since Cheat.exe broke. Yeah. Princess Madeline, and now the denial happens. Oh! Wendy in chat. Oh, I thought she was deliberately joking. She was, but...
二度とそんな風に呼ぶな。
Don't call me that again.
何怒ってるの？
Why are you so angry?
別に怒っちゃいない。違うことを言われたから訂正しただけだ。
I am not angry. I am just correcting you because you said an untruth.
怒ってるよ。
No, you are angry.
怒ってないと言ったぞ。言葉一つ信頼できない相手がお前には父親に見えるのか。
I told you I am not angry. If you can't even trust my words, then how do you even feel in a position to call me your father?
だから知ってるって。
I told you I knew you're not my father. We fell each other we fell into each other's words until we finally both fell silent. My head that had completely gotten out of my control finally cooled down again. Maybe I was wrong to say that I hadn't gotten angry. But it didn't feel like it wasn't like I was trying to be angry at her. A short while passed without either of us losing one word. Much more than by Philia's words, I was surprised by how much that a joke like that had disturbed me. I had completely overreacted. Should I apologize to her? No, she was just a kid. And also she was an android. Then I shouldn't apologize to her, right? I usually wouldn't even think about having to apologize to a machine. I let out a sigh. The fact that I was worrying so much itself was proof enough that I had already accepted that Philia had a personality all of her own. It was proof of it. So, why not? Why not apologize to her? I turned around to face Philia, who was walking behind me. And conducted myself with the behavior appropriate for my age.
ごめんなさい。
I'm sorry. Oh, it's Philia! Why is she apologizing? Oh dear. Once again, she dealt me a shock.
無神経なこと言っちゃったかも。謝る。
I think I said something that really hurt you. I'm sorry. I apologize. Princess Madeline, what are you apologizing for, baby? Oh, I agree.
いや、全く無神経ではない。
No, what you said wasn't inconsiderate at all.
もう言わないようにするから。
I won't do it again.
別に俺は。そうか。わかった。
It's not like I... Alright, I understand.
なんだ、悪かった。
Okay, then I'm sorry.
柔道はちっとも悪くないでしょ。
Huh? But you didn't do anything wrong, Jude.
慣れ慣れしいこと言った私のせいなんだから。
I was getting way too over familiar with you. She was an android like I had never imagined I'd meet one. It shouldn't be able to program such complex emotions into an AI.
親というものに興味が出てきたか
Are you wondering about your parents?
うん。私にはいないものだから。
Are you interested in the concept of parents is what he's asking, okay. Are you interested in the concept of parents?
Yeah, because I don't have any. 都市でさ、親子が一緒に遊んでる動画いっぱい見てさ。
I've seen so many recordings of parents who played with their children down in that city.
最初はピンとこなかったけど、だんだんと。
At first that wasn't telling me anything, but then slowly.
お前でも親がいなくて寂しいとか思うのか
Do you feel lonely because you don't have any parents?
寂しいかどうかはまだよくわからない。でも子供のために命を投げ出す親がいるっていうのがすごく不思議で。
I'm not sure if it makes me feel lonely yet, but just learning that there were parents who would go as far as to let themselves die just to protect their children really surprised me.
そこが気になるのか
Is that what you've been thinking about?
お前のしていることも似たようなものじゃないか
Don't you think that you would do the same thing in that situation? Or at least something very similar?
うん。だから父親って言っても重度を基準にして考えてた。
Okay, no, I got it wrong. Okay, I need to retranslate this again. Hang on. The lack of... Okay.
お前のしていることも似たようなものじゃないか
Don't you think that you already have something like this all around you? Or something like this for yourself already? Yeah, that's why the first thing that comes to me when I think of a dad is you, Jude.
常に身の安全を優先する冷徹なリアリスト。
You always prioritize that we stay safe. You're calm and you're a realist. That was touching. She still didn't seem to have any ill will towards me.
事実だが考えとしては間違ってないと思うんだが
I
I mean, you're right. I suppose you wouldn't be wrong to have thought of it that way.
でも父親は違うんだね。自分より子供の命を優先するんだなって。
But I guess the father is a little bit different. I mean, I think the fathers I see valued the lives of their children more than their own.
優しい世界。
It must have been such a kind world for them. Princess Madeline should really feel grateful that she's so forgiving, that's true.
ガールズサロンって女性限定の集まりがあったんだよ。
You know, there was a place called the Golden Saloon down there, where there was a gathering that only women were allowed to attend.
都市ネットワークの話か。
Did you learn about this in the city network?
そう。そこのログを読んでたら、自分の赤ちゃんのために死ねますかって質問を一人がしたの。それにたくさんの人が答えたんだけど。
Yeah, I read about it in the logs. Apparently they gave out a survey where they asked them if they would die for their babies. A lot of people answered to it.
ほぼ全員が我が子のためなら死ねるって断言してたの。興奮した。人間すごすぎるって。
But almost all of them answered that they would definitely die if it was to protect their children. It made me so excited. Humans are just the best.
待て。
Wait.
このために死ねない親なんて親じゃないって意見が主流で、命なんて惜しくないって言ってて感動しちゃって。
The mainstream opinion seemed to be that a parent who wouldn't die for the safety of their children wasn't a real parent. And that they would never value their own lives above their children. It was so moving.
おい。
Hey,
何人か私は死ねないかもって答えてる人もいたんだけど、他の人にめちゃくちゃ言葉で切り刻まれてて。
some of the people said that they wouldn't die for them, but they immediately got argued back and down on by everybody else.
子供のために全てを捧げないクズ母は生きてる資格がないって。
Some of those mothers even said that a mother who wouldn't offer up her everything to her children was a trash mother who doesn't deserve to live. Oh my fucking! Was she reading like the logs of? Was she reading like somebody's a Facebook group? Was she reading a Facebook group? Oh my god! Princess Madeline, but they immediately got wasted. Yeah, pretty much.
ネットワークリテラシーって言葉知ってるか？
Has anybody ever told you about a little word called network literacy? Oh dear.
やっぱり人間はすごいんだって実感できたんだ。
It just was an amazing experience. It made me understand just how amazing humans are.
いいか。
Just stop it already. Princess Madeline, poor girl, went face first into the internet. Yeah, she was just reading some soccer mom Facebook book group and took it for granted. By the way, Jude, did you know that vaccines give you autism? By the way, Jude, what is an autism?
Nani?
What should I stop?
まず、言葉で人を切り刻むのは良くないことだ。
Firstly, it is not a good idea to judge people by their words alone.
そっか。そうかも。
Oh, yeah, I guess you have a point.
それに、
And also, there were so many more things that I wanted to say here. I couldn't sort out how to go about it.
どうして親は子供のために命を捨てると思う？
Why do you think it is the duty of a parent to die for their child?
人間がすごいため。
Because humans are awesome.
Mrs. Leslie, did you know that there are hot singles in your area?
違う。ちゃんと理由がある。
No, there's a reason.
どんな？
What's the reason?
本能だ。
It's instinct. Oh, of course, here comes Mr. Logic Man again to ruin the day. I think we'll actually finish this script too.
なぜ親は子供を命より大事にするんだと思う？
Do you know why human parents... Okay, do you know why parents value the lives of their children above their own?
愛しているから？
Because they love them?
Ah. When in the chat, I thought he was going to say responsibility. God damn it, shoot. Princess Madeline Philia is such a sweetheart. I love her. I don't know. It was kind of weird how she agreed with the rabbit Facebook mom group there.
なぜ愛する？
And why do they love them?
自分の子供だから。
Because they're their children. They are their children.
つまり生まれた瞬間から愛しているわけだ。
In other words, they love them from the moment they are born.
そうだね。
I guess so.
それは本当に愛か？
Is that actually real love?
どういうこと？
What do you mean?
その赤子がどんな人間かもわからないのに我が子というだけで愛している。
They don't have no idea who this child will grow up to be one day when they are born. They just love them because they are their children.
普通人が人を愛するときはそいつがどんな人間か知ってからだ。
Usually, when a person decides that they are in love with another person, it is because they know who this person is.
だが子供に対してはそうではない。無条件かつ自動的だ。なぜか。
But towards children, it is different. It is automatic, and it is unconditional. Do you know why?
遺伝子が子孫を保てと本能に刻んでいるからだ。
Because it is engraved in our DNA that we must raise our... It is engraved in our DNA that our instinct is that we must protect the next generation. That we must preserve to have like the next generation or offspring. That we must preserve our offspring is the better translation.
Huh?
俺はそれが必ずしも気高いとは感じない。単に本能だ。
I don't think there's anything noble or sublime to it. It is just instinct. This is like Mr. Chute. Facts don't care about your feelings, Gray. Wendy in chat, to be fair, she literally doesn't know better. Princess Madeline dead, and I just mean how she's so earnest about the goodness of humans. I agree, but here's Jude to beat it out of her with facts. Don't care about your feelings.
じゃあ親が子供のために命を捨てるのは
Then the reason that these parents would die for their children...
遺伝子がそう命じるからだ。
Because the DNA commands them to do so. Amazing. Beautiful. That is surely an opinion.
夢を壊すようで悪いがな。あまり人間を高潔だと考えていると、いつかお前自身を傷つけることになるぞ。
I'm sorry to crush your dreams, but if you keep holding these lofty opinions of humanity, of humans, then one day you'll end up getting yourself hurt.
子をうまく愛せない親だって5万といる。
By the way, there are plenty of parents who don't properly love their children. And that is true. That is true.
でもちょっとは本物もあるんだよね
But don't you think that there's at least a bit of truth behind it?
それはある。
Oh, surely there are parents who actually do love their children.
何年も一緒に暮らせば本能由来じゃない愛も混ざってくる。そういう愛情なら俺も理解せんでもない。
I'm sure if you live together for long enough, then some love that does not originate as pure instinct will eventually mix in somewhere along the line. Well, not like I would know anything about that though.
だったらいいよ少しでもあるならすごいよ
Then that's fine. If there's just some parents who are like this out there, then it's still amazing.
私にも本能ってあるのかな
Do you think I have instincts too?
お前の人間になりたいって願いはまさに本能みたいなものだな。
Well, I would say that your desperate desire to become human is very close to an instinct.
おお
Oh, she's happy about that!
どうして人間になりたいんだ？
So, why do you want to be human?
なりたいから
Because I do!
まだ初期設定に引っ張られてるな。
You're still stuck on your initial settings, I see.
いいか、本能には後付けでもいいから考えを伴わせろ。それが人間だ。
Princess Madeline, biology is so cool! Fair. Okay, Okay, let me think. Well, alright, listen. Sometimes it's okay to just treat your instincts as a postscript, as an afterthought. You should let them go hand in hand with your own viewpoints and thoughts. That is what That is what it means to be human.
難しい。
That's kind of difficult to understand.
難しいし、俺の考えも絶対じゃない。
Not only is it difficult, but it's also there's also the fact that my own viewpoints aren't absolute.
気長に学べ。お前には多分その機会があるはずだ。
Take your time to learn. I'm sure I think that one day you might have the chance to understand it for your own. If I am to believe the words of the old man, then Philia is meant for great things. Princess Madeline, holy shit, someone screen cap him saying that. Jude admitting that he's not absolute. Or at least what he considers great things. I wondered if she would really end up saving so many people. It would probably be for the best if she decided for herself who she wants to be before that time comes.
聞いていい？
Hey, can I ask you something?
なんだ。
What is it?
重度は起こるかもしれない質問なんだけど。
It's a question that might anger you a little bit.
怒らないから言ってみろ。
I won't get angry. Just ask me.
重度は自分の子供のために死ねる？
Would you be the sort of parent who would die for his children?
笑った。
You're laughing at me.
当然死ねる。生まれたばかりの我が子のためなら遺伝子の命に従って火の中水の中だ。 Obviously I would die if I had children. I would die for them if I had children. Because just by being born, they would be my child. And thus my DNA would command me to go through hell and high water for them. Why are you such a biological essentialist? Holy hell. そう振る舞わないと共同体から排斥されかねないからな。対外的にはそう言うしかない。
I mean, this is the sort of conduct that is expected of you in order to exist in a community of people. If I said anything else, I would end up being an outcast.
本音としては我が子だからといって無条件で愛する自信なんざ俺にはない。
But if I were to tell you what I actually think, then I would tell you that I have no faith that I would be able to unconditionally love someone just because they're my children. Princess Madeline, Jude. Oh yeah, he was just doing a bit.
重度らしいね。
Yeah, that's what I expected from you.
ただ子が死んだとしても母親が生き残ってさえいれば遺伝子は残せる。そちらの方が合理的だし、ある意味では命を尊重できていると思う。
But even if a child dies, as long as the mother is still alive, the genetics that made that child up are still there.
I would find that a much more logical way to look at it. And in a certain way, I think this was all the... I think I am able to respect life itself that way.
聞かなければよかった。
Maybe I shouldn't have asked you.
He's philosophizing.
We descended from the mountain path. Even though there was a path down, climbing it took quite a lot of power out of us. And I was glad that we had the... However, because we had the inner assistance function on our equipment to absorb the heaviness, to absorb some of the burden from us, it was rather easy. Incidentally, our battery had been able to recharge as well. Oh! On the other hand, Philia, who didn't have an assistance function on her equipment, had to take several breaks on the way. I'm totally spent. It seemed that her first time climbing a mountain ever was taking quite a lot out of her. However, there was nothing that happened to us on the path that could have been called real trouble, and it was a rather safe descent.
山から降りただけなのにだいぶ暖かくなったね。
Whoa, it got a lot warmer, even though all we did was come down from the mountain.
風が遮られたせいだろうが、実際これからは南に行くほど蒸し暑くなる。覚悟しとけ。
Because now we're in the wind shadow of this mountain. But we are going to be headed south from now on, so it's going to only start getting warmer. Be prepared for it.
うわ
Whoa! Okay, this is the end of this script. So we actually did a second script today. And we took 2 hours, so that's nice. So we have 1 script left tomorrow. And then we can do the analysis, so... Is there really only 1 script left? This was 8-1, right? Yeah, this was 8-1, so... next time it's... we have to get to... Yeah, 8-2. There's only 1 script left. So, the next one is 8-2. And 8-2 is not that long, so we will have easy going tomorrow. It's gonna be fine. We're gonna be fine. And I will be able to upload it before midnight, so that's gonna be nice. Okay, I'm gonna save here.
Hi? Oh, I'm on load. Phew. There we go. So, Wendy in the chat, hey, that is better. You have less to do necessary to do next time. Yeah. Okay, I am very tired now, but this was great. This worked out quite fine. I'm glad this worked out. Thank you guys for joining me again. It was nice. Alright. See ya, guys. Night night. Bye bye.